Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at general what's coming for April. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's go ahead and get started. So going back to that column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So taking a look at the last 2 weeks or a month here for you, Aquarius. You have a summary affirmation card of I feel peaceful. So likely a pretty peaceful last few weeks for you. Or perhaps there's something you have come to peace with here, Aquarius. But let's go ahead and see what messages we've got here. I guess you can have that 8 of Swords since it wanted to jump out for you there. Okay, first we have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. So this is something that could be holding you back. This could also be like taking time to yourself, doing a little bit of isolating. So potentially that's where you're getting your peace from. There could have been a situation that was chaotic or a little bit wild and you just kind of pulled yourself away from the situation there, Aquarius, with the 8 of Swords. I did say like with the peaceful card, it could be something that you came to peace with. So again, that's you no longer limiting yourself. It's something you decided to come to peace with. The next card that we have is the King of Coins. The King of Coins or King of Pentacles. This is a card of being solid, practical, and wise. You had a really good, strong, clear thought process these last few weeks or month, which I like to see. This is also a card of good investment. So if you made some sort of investment in the last few weeks or month, it looks really promising as well with that King of Coins. And then at the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of unknown, but it's really about trusting your intuition to navigate you through the situation. I think you did a good job of that. Again, this was like you having a very clear and thoughtful thought process. It was very peaceful. It was you coming to terms or you getting over something, or again, you removing yourself from the situation. So your intuition, your thought process looked really good these last few weeks or month. But let's go ahead and clarify and see what other messages we've got here for you, Aquarius. First up, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. I feel like you took the initiative to create your own peace, and I really like to see that. Or again, you took the initiative to remove yourself from the situation. So something wasn't what you wanted it to be, and you made it what you want it to be. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card, of course, of love. This is partnership, deep love, strength together. But again, it very much could be a decision as well with the Lover's card. So it's that decision to isolate, that decision to come to peace with something. We knew it wasn't what we wanted, and we knew how to make it a situation we were happy with, and that's what you did. So I like to see that. If you've been investing time or energy into a relationship, that looks pretty promising as well there, Aquarius. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess on top of the High Priestess. So again, really letting your intuition and gut navigate you through the situation. But love those same card on top of each other. Always a crisp, clear message when we have that. Okay, let's take a look at our next column now, which is general, what's coming for April. We have the card, I feel nurtured. This is always a good one to have. This means you have the love, the support, the nurturing that you need. That kind of extra comfort that you may need this month. For some of you, it could be like an extra motivation or push to get something done. But it feels so much more kinder and gentler than that, if that makes sense. So just be aware of that. It's very, again, kind of soft touch there. But let's take a look and see what cards we've got here, Aquarius. First up, we have the Magician. The Magician is a card of creating whatever you want for yourself. So this is a really good time to pray, hope, manifest, really be thinking about nurturing the things you want, maybe putting a different spin on that nurture card there, nurturing your thoughts, nurturing your work to start to bring these true. But anything is possible with the Magician, so it's really about turning your visions into reality this month. You almost need to nurture your ideas, nurture your thoughts, start nurturing the things that you want. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. So again, I do feel like you're getting that support, that comfort, potentially that little extra nudge that you need. But this is also about putting the skill, the quality, the craftsmanship forward. But I like this. With the skill, the quality, the craftsmanship, if you put the time and effort in, it's going to help bring those visions to reality. And at the bottom here, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's about completing a goal, completing a lesson. There could be some travel scheduled for some of you, but it's like we're wrapping something up. We're finishing something in this month here in April. Well, let's go and take a look and see what other clarifiers we've got. First up, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, if you look, almost looks like a finish line here, Aquarius. So again, going back to that World card, definitely a card of completion. Things wrapping up, things closing here for you. The Four of Wands can also be a card of celebration, so something worthwhile celebrating. I do think that you'll be able to, again, start to turn those visions into reality. We're going to hit some significant milestones, it seems, this month. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about nurturing. So you have nurturing coming up twice. Again, we really need to nurture these thoughts, nurture these efforts, nurture what we're trying to manifest. And one of the ways that we're going to nurture these goals, thoughts, things we're hoping to accomplish is by putting in that time, that quality, that skill, that craftsmanship. And at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. So you're really going to enjoy this journey. You're going to enjoy nurturing. But again, it's something you want so deeply that it's easy to support. It's easy to nurture. It's easy to put the time and energy into, Aquarius. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is also like your hard work paying off. So you're putting in the hard work, but you're going to reap the benefits because those visions are going to turn into reality. So I love this column for you. I love the way April's shaping up here for you, Aquarius. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So we're going to start out with a quick money card here. It says, put the same time and effort into learning your personal finances and the financial market as you would any other skill. Study the ways money flows throughout your economy and maximize your opportunities. Do not be afraid to face the facts. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Aquarius. The first card that we have is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony. This can also be like self-control and moderation. So I'm going to give you a couple different messages here. I do think that in terms of like workload, work-life balance, those kind of things are really going to settle down for you, which is good. But this is also like saying, think moderation. So work in moderation, spend in moderation. I am getting the message of like not overspending, so just be aware and thoughtful of that. But in general, I feel like there's some balance here. So if you've been spending a lot or saving a lot, it's going to kind of balance out. If you've been working a lot, it's going to balance out some there for you, Aquarius, which is good to see. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. One of the best cards in the entire deck, especially love it in the money column. This is a card of good luck, good fortune. It's a card of turning point. It can be a card of gambling. I'm not telling that you should go gamble, Aquarius, but it is a gambling card as well. But the Wheel of Fortune is a good turning point again. So it's interesting. There's balance and harmony and moderation coming in. We're also at a turning point here. So again, if you've been very busy, things seem to slow down in your favor. But I like the shifts in energy that we're seeing here. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a decision card, though. So I do think that there could be some sort of decision coming up here for you. But let's go ahead and clarify and see what other messages I can give you. First, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is also a decision card. So this is like having to weigh your options and figure out which is the best path for you. So do keep that in mind, weigh your options. Also be looking for balance. Don't overcommit. So if one of these options within the decision leads to overcommitting or kind of a big burden, be aware of that. The Two of Pentacles I also see oftentimes as a busy card. So again, I think a lot of you have been busy, and we're going to see some balance and harmony restored there with the Temperance card. Next up, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of worry. There's something that's been bothering you. Perhaps you've been worried about finances, or you've been worried about your workload, or you've been worried about your career. But again, we're at this shifting point. Balance and harmony is coming. A change is coming for the better. So I'm hoping you can put some of that worry, that angst to bed, which is good to see. Then at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card of being very self-sufficient. I do think that this Two of Swords, this decision is going to lead to work for you. The big thing is we need to make sure it's not overwork or overly burdensome. So that's again my advice on that decision. I don't think you can make a decision and like be completely scot-free, no work having to happen. But again, some work for you. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We're also going to pull a quick love card like we did for the money column. It says, only time will tell. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aquarius. First, we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. This could be family, friend, loved one, lover, but I do see you putting in the time, the energy, the effort into this relationship. You're working hard for this relationship. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's more so speaking to your level of commitment, again, just the level of effort being put into the relationship. The Knight of Coins can also, this is like saying this is reliable. This feels steady. This feels reliable. This is also a reminder to be patient though, so maybe be a little bit more patient with this person than you would typically need to be. We'll clarify that, but patience is coming through there, Aquarius. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship. This is a really good card for circle of support too. So friend energy is coming in really strong. Perhaps you need to be a little bit more patient with friends than you would typically need to be. But again, Three of Cups is very much so a friendship card. This can also be a card of celebration too. So perhaps there is like a graduation or a birthday party or a baby shower. But some sort of celebration there as well. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having to make a decision. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Having to weigh our options here. Going back to only time will tell, I think you do need to give this decision a little bit more time. So weigh your options, but give it a little bit more time. I'm getting the message, so again, with the Two of Coins, that's lots of different things going on, busy happening. Seems like there's a lot happening, and again, we just need to give it a little bit more time before we make a decision here. Okay, now let's look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Two of Swords. This is going to echo that decision. So again, there is some sort of decision that needs to happen, but I would give things a little bit more time. Too many different things are happening right now to make a good decision here. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident, being very self-assured. So the Three of Cups is, again, that friendship card. It's like a card of circle of support. I do feel like there will be a time where you need to provide some support, provide some confidence or reassurance to somebody. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, Aquarius. Yeah. So anyways, definitely need to be providing a little bit of reassurance for somebody inside the circle of support. I still think it's friend. I wish I could remember what I was going to say. It was good. Sorry there. At the bottom here we have the Emperor though, so our last clarifier. The Emperor is a card of respect. It is a card of leadership, so again, being able to guide that person, lead them forward a little bit, likely a friend for you. This is also like long-term energy, but again, I was telling you with this decision, you need to wait a little bit longer to make that decision. So no rushing into decisions this month if you can. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look at our fifth and final column now. We have a summary affirmation card of I will guide. So we just touched on this. It does seem like you'll be providing some reassurance, some guidance to somebody. But this could be separate. We'll see how this plays out, but I do see you guiding somebody. This could be guiding yourself forward. This could be guiding a child forward. You see the sweet baby floating there. But guidance, whether it's for yourself or someone else. But let's go ahead and clarify and see what other messages we've got going on here. First up, we have the Four of Coins or the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of desire for long-term security. So there's something we want long-term that we don't have at this moment. The next card that we have is the Hangman. The Hangman is a stagnant card. You see this person's hanging there by their foot. It's like we're waiting for some more information or something to be able to guide us forward, to move us forward. So again, there's something we want, but we're kind of stuck right now with the Hangman. Perhaps you need guidance, and that's how we move forward. And then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of isolation. Again, this feels like a stuck card. So we're stuck. We're not moving towards something we want. It does look like we need guidance, though. Let me see if we can provide any more insight there as to how or where we will get that guidance. First, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of loss, regret, grief. Again, this is feeling like you've lost the path here. I don't know that you're going to get guidance from somebody else here, Aquarius. This feels like you, but it's almost like you need to check in with yourself. You need to have a quiet moment to yourself. You need to make a plan. But you're feeling like you've lost the path, and you need to find the path here again. At the bottom, or excuse me, in the middle here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a low card. You see the person's laying down flat. We have all the swords stuck into them. The sky is dark. This is you. You're feeling low. Again, you're feeling deflated here as this card. Really, though, you're not deflated. It's just there's some sort of piece of information that you need to obtain so you can move forward here. At the bottom, we have a nice positive card to end with, though, our Nine of Cups. This is a literal translation of, like, wishes coming true. So it's getting what you want. So that long-term desire will be fulfilled. But again, we need to figure out, we've lost the path. We need to find our way back to that path and get whatever this missing piece of information is. Okay, now at this time, Aquarius, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Nine of Diamonds. This is number 31 card. That's a yes. Question number 2 is the Five of Diamonds. This is number 28 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Jack of Clubs. This is number 45 card. That's going to be a yes. We're also going to take a look at our Healing Stones deck and pull Crystal of the Month for you. Your crystal this month is heliotrope. It's good for differentiation, protection. It fends off spiritual and emotional assaults, and it helps set clear boundaries. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Aquarius, your healing note says, live your life from your heart, share from your heart, and your story will touch and heal people's souls. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful April.